Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? This is Levi Rodgers, the owner of Remax Military City and the Levi Rodgers Real Estate Group at Remax. I wanted to come at you guys tonight and open it up to everybody to just go ahead and answer any questions, real estate-wise, loan-wise, etc., etc. I'm here with a very, very good friend of mine and basically one of the best loan officers in the world, Matt Schwartz, with South Lake Mortgage. He's here visiting us from Dallas. Matt, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, and then what I'll do is I'll get into the meat and potatoes, what we want to talk about, and go from there.
Sure. Appreciate everybody tuning in. My name again, it's Matt Schwartz. I'm the branch manager and producing loan officer with South Lake Mortgage. Levi and our teams work together pretty much on a daily basis, and we're here to help and answer any questions you may have with regard to lending, and ultimately do what we can to get you financing into a new house.
How long have you been doing a loan officer? Been a loan officer, Matt?
As a producing loan officer for 5 years.
5 years, and what's so neat is about our careers. I've been in real estate about 5 years, and but what's so amazing about our careers is we both have done a tremendous amount of volume in business. I mean,
Right.
So people understand the level of, like in real estate, you know, I talk with people quite a bit, and yeah, can you scroll? I think
Sure.
yeah, we're getting cute. Okay, yeah, I talk with people quite a bit about like what. You know, the experience level. People say, geez, Levi, you know a lot about real estate and you've only been in such a short time. And the reason is transactional based. I've done a lot of transactions. And Matt, is that about the same in your business as well, right? The more transactions, the more experience? Or
like with anything else, guys, it boils down to experience. On average, I take about 15 to 20 applications a day. I have so 7 days a week for the better part of 5 years.
Wow.
Last month, personally, I closed roughly 40 units. The month before that, 50 loans.
That explains your hairdo.
Yeah, exactly.
And
the bag's under my eyes.
Yeah. I mean, to give you an idea, I mean, Matt drove down here from Dallas to go ahead and link up with us. And again, you know, we've been working together quite a while. And every quarter, actually every month, we have a face-to-face meeting and just make sure that we're providing a good service to our people and ways to improve and ways to sustain and stuff as well.
Good service is an understatement. And we're talking to you guys at 10 o'clock on a Friday night. Levi and the team, as will I, will be working all weekend in real time. I think, Levi, maybe what you should do is give them a little insight into the process. There's a lot of misconceptions out there about this being a complicated process, whether it's home shopping, pre-qualified, the loan, the negotiation phase. I think it'd be important to kind of give everybody
I think that's a good idea. You know, and by the way, if you're watching, go ahead and share this page and let us know any questions. We got somebody standing by to answer any questions. Okay, so if you have a friend, a family, a co-worker, a cousin, a neighbor, one of your neighborhood pages that you belong to, and you want to share this live video into it, go right ahead. And any real estate or loan questions, FHA, VA, tech spec, conventional, you name it, go ahead and bring us those questions right now. We'll answer them to you live on Facebook. And so, again, like, share, comment below. We will answer any questions you guys have right now on Facebook. Please share on your page. You never know who can hear or get a question answered about the VA loan or conventional loan that may be watching, or maybe a friend of yours that we may be able to say something and answer one of their questions and change their life. Real estate changed my life. So back to what Matt was saying was Matt said that a lot of people are just scared of the process, and a lot of people they call us and they just have no idea how to begin. They'll call and they'll say, "Hey, Levi, you know, I saw one of your videos on Facebook, or I got on Zillow and I saw that you sell some houses and stuff, and I've been renting a house for 9 months, and my lease is coming up. What's the next step?" And we meet with them. We go ahead and we schedule an appointment to get face to face. Either we're going to show you a home, or you know, meet out there, or we're going to invite you into our office into a one-on-one consultation with either myself, our managing broker Mary, or one of our wonderful experienced real estate agents. And so we go ahead and we meet with you. We explain to you the process. Meeting takes about an hour. Set you up on a search, get you into multiple listing service, and then we go ahead and start looking at homes. But one one of the key important events is we get you linked up with the lender of your choice. We recommend Matt. However, Matt's services, offer a wide variety of services. And then if you choose to get linked up with Matt, Matt will absolutely reach out to you, talk to you. And Matt, how's that go down?
It's the difference maker, guys, is what it is, right? There are no online applications. I insist upon taking the application personally. And what it is, it's literally about a 10-minute phone call. It starts by answering any questions that you may have about the lending process. And then it's an application. It's the basics. It's your name, your date of birth, your social, your address. Who are you employed with? How much do you make? And how much do you have in the bank? And with that information, while I have you on the phone, we can pull up credit. We can evaluate all aspects. And unless there's something where we have to do a little bit more digging, if you're earning overtime, commission, things of that nature, most of the time, I'd say 90% of the time, we can accurately determine within 10 minutes on a phone call that
10 minutes?
It's 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
And it's done right, guys.
We lost connection. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding? Did it die?
It's still going here.
We're still going? Hold on. Are we live?
Yeah, you're still good.
Yep. Okay. Hey, no, it lost connection. Hold on. Let me see here. Oh man.
We're still live here.
We're still live? Okay. Hey, somehow this thing, I don't know if we're still live or not, but I guess we are. So check it out. So in 10 minutes, you can have the deal going, right?
An accurate evaluation as to whether or not you qualify or do not qualify.
Okay.
If there's anything that needs to be done by way of further determining your income, right? If you're on a salary and you're making $72,000 a year, it's cut and dry. If you're earning commissions, there's a specific calculation to determining qualification. I've got people on site, on staff, who will go to the length of ordering a verification of employment. I have income specialists who will accurately calculate your income. We take great pride in accurately qualifying people.
And one of the other things, too, a lot of people don't understand is I'll meet with people. All this stuff is done privately, too. This is between you in a secure, manner with Matt and his team himself. Me, personally, and my agents and stuff, we're not involved in your finances or whatever. We're all on the same team here trying to get you guys to the finish line and so forth. Matt will handle the financial aspect. Let us know what you're good for. Let us know your timeline. And let us know what maybe maybe you need an area with a little bit lower taxes. Maybe that'll help out your payment or your goals or what have you.
And that's one thing, guys. Yeah. There's no surprises, right? That 10-minute conversation, right? We talk about payment. That's your principal, your interest, your taxes, your insurance, mortgage insurance. We talk about all these things. We talk about different scenarios and options for financing. What's going to suit you best based upon what you're trying to accomplish. Right? We talk about down payment. We talk about closing costs. We talk about the fact that the seller can cover some, all, none of the closing costs. There's a lot of misperceptions about people needing 10 and 20% down.
Well, see, and that's another thing too.
It's not true.
We get a lot of buyers that they'll call us and they'll say, "Man, Levi, I was qualified with USA or qualified with another big bank, and they said I needed like $8,000 for my VA loan to close." And so what because of our relationship and what we've talked about in your commitment to the military community, tell everybody what you do on VA loans.
Right. So as a courtesy, guys, what we do on our VA for our service members and veterans, we waive all bank fees on our VA loans.
That's amazing. I mean, USAA. They don't even do that. And so what I'm saying is that Matt, we've had a lot of veterans go your way and no bank fees.
So what happens, guys? Awesome. I mean, just giving you rough numbers, right? Not a commitment to lend, not an offer, right? But if, for example, you're asking a seller to cover all closing costs, and you go to them on a $250,000 house, asking them to pay $7,000, $8,000 worth of closing costs. And we're coming in and it's $4,000.
And there's multiple offers.
What it does, guys, is it increases the likelihood that the seller is going to accept your offer.
Yep.
We're very
if they're lower, right?
Correct.
Right, and so we're competing. What happens is we're competing, and one of the reasons our company is able to get our buyers in there and win is because the cost for the lender, Matt Schwartz, is a lot lower. And the other great thing that sellers like about your guys' company is what's your average close day in the last 90 days?
18 days.
18 days. I have worked with a lot of loan officers and a lot of lenders in San Antonio. We're talking thousands of deals here here in San Antonio. I've never seen somebody honestly average such a short close time in my entire career, and it's one of the main reasons why I'm even standing here on video with Matt. I mean, when you go to a home and you're facing multiple offers, many of you watching may have done this. You may have put offers in on homes and not got them because somebody else beat you out and you don't know why. Well, this right here may be an example, and like one of the things that we coach our agents on when they're negotiating, Matt, is let's say today's the 4th of August, 5th of August, 4th of August. We're going to go in there and present an offer on Mr. and Mr. Home Seller's home. And I say, Mr. and Mrs. Home Seller, you are not going to have to pay another mortgage or payment. You know why? Because South Lake Mortgage is going to go ahead and close your loan this month. Exactly. By the end of the month. And then the other loans are over there. The other offers are all, 30, 45 days. Now the seller's got to make another payment, this and that. And here we are in a situation to where we've already elevated ourselves above. I've had cases, Matt, where after I've got the listing agent to talk with you, we have got the deal where the person, like our offer was not even the highest offer.
Right. It happens all the time.
And so like what you guys need to understand too is that, having a good team, somebody that is ready, willing, and able to work together. I mean, this man drove down here from Dallas. I drove up there about 3 weeks ago. We alternate. We go up there and just make sure we're working well together.
What we're looking to do is just improve and perfect the client experience. Guys, to be able to talk to somebody 7 days a week, whether you're under contract, whether you're thinking about buying a house, to be able to talk to somebody 7 days a week, whether it's on his side, my side, it helps. In this market, it's a very competitive market.
No, the market's crazy right now. It's bananas.
Of course. And to be able to move in real time, right, compared to where most other places. I mean, to have to wait to see a house 2 days.
Or it's 10 o'clock right now.
Right. If you call Levi's team on a Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning, you're out looking at a house at noon.
Yep.
If you need a pre-qualification so you can submit an offer, it's a phone call away, and again, 10 minutes later.
We had 198 people show up at an open house last weekend. Our lending team was on standby, pre-qualing people within 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's amazing.
It boils down to speed. In a competitive marketplace, we like to feel, and we know we do, we create a competitive advantage for our clients that allow them to get to where they want to be.
Hey, if you're watching this, go ahead, like, share. If you have any questions, anybody have any loan questions out there, please type them in. Loan or real estate questions, whether you got a VA loan, you're trying to buy a house, you want to buy a house, write down the questions. Let us know. I don't know if we have any out there or not. Do you have any questions out there?
Yeah, earlier someone wanted to know what's the difference between closing costs and down payment.
Okay, closing costs and down payment. Matt, can you talk about that?
Very simple. Down payment is the money you're putting into your loan, right, to bring down the loan to value. So, for example, using round math on an FHA loan, assuming standard down payment, which is 3.5% with FHA, you're looking at a down payment of $7,000 on a $200,000 purchase. That's your down payment. The closing costs, which are typically comprised of your title policy, your title company's fees, your bank fees, your appraisal, and then the prepaids for the escrow account. On a $200,000 house, they're going to range somewhere between $5,000, $5,500, in that range. Now, most people think that they're going to be on the hook for the down payment and the closing costs. It's not necessarily the case. The seller can cover some of, all of, or none of the closing costs.
Depending on the loan type, right?
Depending upon how it's negotiated and how the deal works.
And so one of the other things too, before we write the offer, what do, Matt? We contact you with what?
Yeah, we have a conversation with regard to what the closing costs are going to be.
Right. And then we say, okay, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, let's negotiate this thing out, and then let's get the seller to pay for these closing costs over here, and then we can go ahead and work it that way. And the great thing is that the most of the other offers, especially on an FHA and VA environment like we experience so much here in San Antonio, that the competing offers are going to ask for the closing costs as well. Right. And because yours are lower, we're allowed to get our people in for less money and faster times.
More times than not, we're getting people in for less money than they anticipated, far less money than they anticipated.
But what's another question out there? We got any other questions out there? Hey, don't forget to like, share, comment below. If you know somebody, I want you guys to share this on your Facebook page. Share it right now. If you're watching this, just share it. Please share this thing right now. You have no idea who may be on your Facebook page that may have a loan or a real estate question. No obligation whatsoever, okay? You guys, no obligation. Ask the questions. You have, honestly, according to Zillow.com, the #1 real estate website in the world, right now, you have two of the top people in the entire United States of America talking to you, ready, willing, and able to answer your questions on real estate and loans. Levi, let's get it. Share the page, share the post. What's that?
Levi's office ranks as the #1 real estate office in Texas on Zillow.
Yeah, and you are the same.
Well, I rank as the #1 loan office on Zillow in Texas.
Yeah. So we share that common bond. I'm just a little bit taller and a little bit more hair. But anyways, now, is there any other questions out there? I'm sorry I cut you off.
If I'm not a veteran, can you still help me, and what's the best option for me?
I get that question all the time. We work with military, we work with veterans, we work with anybody that wants to buy or sell a home. There's lots of products out there that help military, that help school teachers, that help firefighters. There's also lots of products out there that help just your plumber, your normal person out there that's just working their tail off every day that wants to buy a house. Okay, real estate has changed my life, and I tell you, Matt, with the non-veteran, non-military, what kind of programs do you guys offer to be able to help them get into a home? We got the FHA program, which is a fabulous one.
Sure.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, it just depends on what you're trying to accomplish, guys. USDA, depending upon where the property is located, there's 100% financing there. FHA is the most flexible of all with regard to down payment, 3.5% on the down. You also have a 3% conventional option as well. Fannie Mae has a program where you put down 3%. If you haven't had ownership in a home within the last 3 years, you can do a conventional loan with 3% down.
So look at that. So many people, one of the biggest misconceptions we get all the time out there is people will call us and say, I just don't have the 20% to put down on a home. And that's when I said, stop talking to your old uncle that is giving you real estate advice and let's talk on the phone here and let me let you know about some of the laws that have changed, because you don't have to have 20% to buy a house, especially your first one.
Right. And guys, this is what we do over the phone. We talk about what you're looking to accomplish. There's drawbacks to an FHA. There's drawbacks to a conventional. It just depends on how long you're going to be in the house.
Some of those drawbacks, like on an FHA, like one that I know is the private mortgage insurance, right? What are some of the drawbacks on FHA and conventional?
So FHA, the mortgage insurance, stays in place for the life of the loan, okay? Whereas with a conventional loan, once you have 20% equity in the home, the mortgage insurance will go away. Now, there's also some misconceptions about mortgage insurance and the true cost. Mortgage insurance is dictated on a conventional loan by how much money you put down on the house, down payment, and credit scores. The mortgage insurance premiums, for example, if you put down 10% and you have 760 plus credit, mortgage insurance on a couple $100,000 house is only $50-$60. So in certain circumstances, yes, you avoid the mortgage insurance by putting 20% down, but does it make sense to tie up your funds when the cost of not doing so is maybe $50-$60 a month?
Is it still? Okay, yeah. Okay.
So there's different options, and again, guys, that's the purpose of talking with you, answering your questions. I'm here to find out what you're looking to accomplish, how long you're going to stay in the house, right? What your comfort zone is with regard to monthly payment. And guys, we're going to lay forth or set forth options, right, and clearly explain them so you can make an accurate, informed decision as to what's going to best
Hey,
benefit.
Matt, so somebody calls you and they get a pre-qualification in 10 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. It's Saturday, but then they talk to their uncle on the phone, or they talk with one of my real estate agents or myself, right? Mm-hmm. And they go out and look at some homes. What if they have another question? One of the things, you're pretty available?
Yeah, always. Seven days a week in real time, whether it's by email, text, or phone. This is a person business, relationship business, and it's not lost on Levi or I that you have a million options for real estate and financing. And listen, if we're not available and or we don't provide the best service, in my case at a very competitive rate, you're going to go elsewhere. We understand that, and we're here to make sure that you have an enjoyable experience while you buy a house.
So bottom line, this is our commitment to you guys, is that we are ready, willing, and able to service you guys as fast as humanly possible without sacrificing quality. The thing is that we understand that you're going to go out there, and not everybody understands how to purchase a home. Not everybody understands if a lot of people, it may not even be the right thing. I mean, sometimes we get people and we talk to them, we say, you know what, given your situation, maybe
makes sense to buy in 4 to 6 months.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's certain circumstances where
we turn some people away that come to us and say, hey, I want to buy a house, and then after looking at the whole thing, we say, hey, sir or ma'am, maybe we should go to a short-term rental and then fix a couple things so you get a little bit better situation when you do buy.
Yep.
And so the thing is, there's tons of options. Okay. Is there any other questions out there? Okay. What do we got?
Liz asks, how does it work if we have a home to sell before we buy a new one and we don't want to move twice?
Let me take that one.
No, I want to take that one. All right. All right. Hey, Liz, check it out. So the first thing that you need to do, okay, and you know what? I'm going to stop right now. Liz, before I answer this question, I want everybody to share right now. This is so important. I see people get screwed over big time all the time by other companies that don't know what they're doing. Share this video right now, okay? Liz, I'm going to answer your question. It's one of the most important questions that's out there. And Ryan, do me a favor. Go ahead and repeat the question while we wait for people to share it a little bit here. What is it again?
How does it work if we have a home to sell before we buy a new one and we don't want to move twice?
The first thing that you absolutely must do before in this market, because the market's crazy, you may live in a high demand area where you put you put a post on your Facebook and your home gets under contract, right? Once you sign that contract as a seller in the state of Texas, guess what? You're committed. It is extremely hard to get out of it, okay? Texas is a very buyer-friendly state on the contract. On a seller, once you sign that thing, you're in it. Determination of purchase feasibility is the first and most important thing that you do as a home seller to identify what the process and how it's going to go. And what I mean by that is that you call up my company, 210-331-7000, 210-331-7000. I got to do that in there? Yeah. Anyways, you call up our company or you message us privately on Facebook, and we go out there and we meet with you. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to give you your home value, what we think we can sell it for, but we're not going to put it on the market unless you direct us otherwise. We're going to go ahead and link you up with Matt, and Matt's going to go ahead and say, sir, ma'am, yes or no, you're pre-qualified for the home that you want to go in. I run into people, Matt, all the time that have already sold their house and then
don't
they fire
know whether
their
or not
agent.
They qualify for a house,
right.
And they're committed to selling their house at that point. And don't have a place to go.
I had a family just a couple weeks ago. It's a horrible situation. I mean, like they called us. They were working with another real estate company. The real estate company sold their house, right? Didn't give them this advice and said they didn't advise them to go get pre-qualified. So now this family, because of a credit, what do you call that when somebody steals your credit? Identity theft, right? A really bad identity theft. This family, they have to sell their home, and now they have to move to a less desirable home because the person that was representing them with another real estate company didn't advise them up front to go get qualified first. Now they could have stayed in that home, fix the error, right? And this is a family that's got good situation, you know.
Bad things happen to good people.
Absolutely. And so the first step is to determine purchase feasibility. Okay, there's a lot of other strategies and techniques, Liz, that we can put into that. We can negotiate for you a lease back so that when you sell the home, you can rent the home back for a few weeks so that you can transition smoothly into your next home. There's a lot of strategies that we have. Honestly, I've got a couple neat things that we're working on our end. One of the things we're working at my company is a Levi Rodgers real estate group concierge home. Like that's one of the things we're working right now. It should go live in the next 3 months where we're going to have a home for our clients to live in, fully furnished, and then they can transition well as well. Isn't that neat? And so I don't know. Is there anything I missed, Matt?
I'd like to add to that and just elaborate on temporary leasebacks, a contingency.
Right.
I think it's important that people start to, especially if you're looking to sell a home and buy, understand some of these things. One of the biggest misperceptions or conceptions that we run into is I can't buy a new house, right? Or I can't go looking at a new house.
When you say new home, you're talking just existing and brand new, right?
I'm looking to buy
a home new to them,
right?
Yep.
I'm looking to buy another house, but I have to sell my house first, right? There's a couple different methods, guys, right? It does not stop you from going out and looking at houses, even submitting an offer and having an offer accepted on another house that you're buying before the house is closed and sold, the house that you're selling. It's called a contingency, guys. A contingency means that your ability to close, not start the process, but close on the new house that you're buying.
We do them all the time.
Of course.
It's
absolutely.
great. Yeah,
it's great.
Yep, absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
Your ability to close is contingent upon the sale of the other house.
So you could go out there. You can have a home. So if you're out there, Liz, if you own your home, you can go shop, look for safely without sacrificing the loss of your home. You know what I mean? Because that's the biggest concern for most homeowners is if I sell my home and I can't find a home, what do I do? Right. And so the first step, raise your hand and schedule a meeting with Levi, and then what we'll do is we'll get the process going. Okay, and we will navigate you through. We will get you through the finish lines. We may have to take a couple turns here and there, but we're gonna get you there. We have like very, very smart experts working behind the scenes day in and day out to help people get to the finish line.
Guys, what we do 98% of the time is we time up the sale of your house with the purchase and closing of your new house within days of one another.
Absolutely.
Right? And that couple days gap is filled by what Levi referenced, a temporary leaseback, whereby you close on the sale of your house and you've negotiated with the sellers ahead of time, the buyers of your house, right? That you get to live in the house for a couple of days. And that couple of days is more than enough time for us to wrap up and be done.
We even did one for 21 days a couple weeks ago, and you know what? We got it for free. So this family was able to sell their house, live in it for 21 days, and then they stayed in there for free. It's pretty awesome. And so it's a seller's market out there, Liz, okay? Most likely you're in an area that's going to sell really quickly. A lot of people, one of the other things that happens too, we go out there, we meet with folks, and then we get out there and they don't realize that their home's worth a little bit more. Some neighborhoods in San Antonio are rising $5,000 to $10,000 a month. I mean, it's insane. The San Antonio, the median home value has just risen significantly. However, one of the neat things about San Antonio is if you're watching from elsewhere, when you look at all the major metropolitans,
it's still affordable.
Yeah, when you're looking at all the major metropolitans throughout the state of Texas, Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio has the lowest median home value of all of those. And so San Antonio is still an amazing place to buy homes. Like today, there was 541 homes that went on the market today in San Antonio, Texas. 541 homes that went on the market today. Another key point is 228 sold today also. And so, and another 200 went under contract today. So if you have a home out there and you're looking to maximize your value and cash in on that equity, there's probably no better time than now. I mean, it's an amazing market out there. And so, we have any other questions or anything? What's going on?
Yeah, Rick.
Like and share. Like, and share. If you're watching this, I need you guys to share this. You never know who's on your Facebook page that may have a question about the VA loan, the FHA loan, purchasing or selling real estate. Two of the United States' top, well, the world, the globe, top real estate experts, top real estate experts in the entire planet are standing here answering questions Friday night. I don't even know what time.
At 10:30
at 10:30 at night right now.
Most people in this business can't answer their phone at 10:30 during the day.
Yeah. He said it, not me. All right, no, I'm just joking. What you got? What's the question?
This is from Rich. He's a first-time home buyer. He said his Credit Karma score said it was 600. Is that high enough to qualify?
Yeah, I'm gonna field this one.
Yeah. This is out of my lane right here.
When you're looking at scores online, whether it's Credit Karma, Privacy Guard, even the thing you get from your credit card company, they are using a different scoring model, oftentimes their own proprietary scoring model, to calculate the scores. What you're going to find is mortgage scores are going to be different, higher, lower than what you're seeing online. That's why we suggest taking the time, again, a 10-minute phone call. We'll pull the credit up. We'll let you know exactly where you stand and all that. Now, check one thing out, guys. If you're not happy with me or the company, right? Know this, you're entitled to as many mortgage inquiries as you like inside of 30 days. Okay. Once you trigger an inquiry with a mortgage company, I encourage you to shop. I want you to make sure that you're getting the best deal from me. I'll put my best foot forward. You won't have to come back to me and tell me that somebody else is beating me. It doesn't happen.
Hey, Matt. Hey, I got a question. Like, so if somebody is at, like, let's say a 600 or whatever, have you ever had somebody that you look at their credit report and said, tweak this, tweak that,
of course,
do this, do that,
it's a daily occurrence.
You move them up?
We have a little bit more flexibility. We operate by the guidelines set forth by FHA, VA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, all the entities. We don't impose overlays. Overlays are where banks make up rules on top of the rules set forth by FHA, VA, or whoever it may be.
So you guys don't do that?
No. We operate by the rules set forth by the entities.
Okay.
We can go as low as a 580 credit score for FHA and VA. We also have a little bit more flexibility with regard to debt-to-income ratio. For example, with FHA, we can go as high as a 57% debt-to-income ratio with an approval through the automated underwriting system. So yes, and to answer your question directly, Levi, all the time, keep in mind, we're on the phone, we're talking. You're going to get your credit scores in real time, right? And I have access to a scoring analyzer. One thing that's very important that you guys can all do to improve your situation, some of you may know this, some of you may not. Credit scores are heavily influenced based upon your utilization on your credit score or credit cards. The amount you're using, the balances in relation to the limits. There's a lot of misinformation that gets put out about how 50%, 30%, 20%. The truth of the matter is anytime you use more than 15, 20 bucks on a $300 credit card, your scores are going to start to trend down. So when I evaluate a credit report, I have you on the phone, we're talking about it. What I'm doing is I'm simulating where your credit scores are going to be if you were to pay down X or Y or Z on this credit card. And while we're doing that, guys, we're talking and looking at the relationship between your credit scores, the makeup of the credit report, your debt-to-income ratio, your assets. And what I'm doing while I have you on the phone is I'm running you through that automated underwriting system. And believe it or not, you get an answer immediately. And as long as we're using accurate information for credit, which is your credit report, that's a given. Your income, if you're on a salary, that's pretty hard to screw up. And your assets, how much money you have in the bank, those are the determining factors that the system is going to use to output an answer, yes or no. And again, provided we're using accurate information, which I insist upon using, which is why I talk to you, getting the right information to put into the system, that's how we operate at a very high pull-through ratio, if not 100%.
That's amazing, amazing answer right there. I mean, I've been doing this quite a while, and I've seen like just about every type of file there is. And I learned a few things in that statement there. If you're watching this, like or share it. I need you guys to share this right now. If you have a question or you know somebody that may have a question, write the question down. We're going to answer them.
And call us.
Or you can call us. You can call us right now at 210-331-7000. Or how do they say that at the telethons? Our operators are standing by. Our operators are standing by right now. And so you can give us a call at 210-331-7000. Matter of fact, the first person that gives us a call right now and says the word Spurs, you will sit at the Spurs game within the first 10 games right now. 210-331-7000. Not you, Ryan. And
picking up the
so
phone
give us a call, and then you're going to go ahead and say the word Spurs, and we will go ahead and give you some tickets. And
guys,
so,
this is not a drawn-out process. Call us Saturday morning. Call us tonight. We'll take you out to look at houses this weekend. I'll knock out your pre-qualification tomorrow. It's not uncommon for people to call in on a Saturday.
Look at that. Phone's ringing. Phone's ringing. Look at that, right? You want to sell something around here, you just say Spurs. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Mary, who's that? Come out here with the phone. Hey, Mary, who we got on the phone?
It's Ryan.
No. Hey, while we're sitting here waiting for the Spurs winner, I want everybody to go ahead and share this post. Share this post. Share. Whether you're looking for a new home, an existing home, to sell a home, or just have a question about the VA loan, FHA loan, conventional loan, anything real estate, two of Zillow, the #1 website in the world for real estate, two of Zillow's top loan officer and real estate agent are on here live right now. Myself and Matt Schwartz. We're here talking, answering questions live on Facebook. What do we got? Who called? Who called? Let me give some names.
First one was Adam.
Huh? Adam, where you at, my man? Congratulations. We got 2 Spurs tickets for you when the season comes up. Adam, I mean, rock and roll, man. Our people will go ahead and get those set up for you. They're actually really nice seats, too. So just no Lakers game. All right. So, but we'll work that out, okay? What other questions do we have, Ryan?
Hey, Sam just asked, do you have time this weekend to show some homes in Alamo Ranch?
Alamo Ranch, 78253. We sell 5 to 7 homes a month in Alamo Ranch. I know that place like the back of my hand. So we will absolutely make that happen. and we'll go ahead and we'll get you guys set up. Go ahead and shoot us a private message right now. Sam, you said? Sam, shoot us a private message right now, okay? You should be able to message us, okay? And then what's going to happen, we will show you whatever you want to see on Alamo Ranch. We'll get you linked up with Matt to see where you're at. If you're already working with a lender, okay, that's not a problem. Just go ahead and shoot us a message, and we'll get it all set up. Alamo Ranch is the #5 master plan community in the world. Alamo Ranch is one of the most well thought out places that is ever. I mean, the only problem with Alamo Ranch is the traffic around Alamo Ranch. I believe Texas Department of Transportation hasn't really kept up with things as well as it has expanded. But if you live in Lackland, or if you want to work at Lackland or work at Southwest Research or work inside the medical center or work on the 151 corridor, which is really coming up, if you work at SeaWorld, Alamo Ranch is an amazing place. And the great thing about it too is it's really close to 1604, so it really cuts down that commute time in case you live up further up Culebra in one of the other neighborhoods like Stillwater or Callison Ranch, right? If you live in one of those neighborhoods, you'll be driving in some traffic. So this is all live, okay? So I can't fake this stuff. We know a tremendous amount about San Antonio neighborhoods, the San Antonio real estate, and also the lone school districts. Hey, while we're talking about it, I'm going to tell you about Levi's top 5, okay? Let's go through that. When you're looking at a home in San Antonio, and this is over thousands of homes, okay? I've done tons and tons of real estate. Levi's top 5 factors that you should consider when buying a home. Schools, #1. No greater factor than high schools. High schools drive the San Antonio real estate market. Schools like O'Connor, Harlan High School, Alamo Heights, Churchill, Reagan, Johnson, Brennan, all these schools. There's so many schools out there that people are calling and saying, I want my son or my daughter to go to this high school. Schools drive real estate values. It's all about preparation for sale, not so much in a good market, but a bad one. It's all about preparation for a sale, not so much in a good market, but a bad one. And if a home can't sell in a good market, folks, it damn sure is not going to sell in a bad market, okay? We are so concerned about our people on the back end, and we're not looking for just a sale. #1, schools. #2, traffic patterns. Texas Department of Transportation has not kept up with the growth and expansion of San Antonio, not at all, okay? And so I can't believe that the size and the amount of people that live in this city, or the size of the city and the amount of people that live here is connected by a 2-lane highway called 1604. But anyways, traffic is the #1 or the #2 consideration. All right, #3. Energy efficiency. Who wants to buy a big old new house and pay big old energy bills, right? So energy efficiency, things like low E3 glass, things like radiant barrier, foam insulation, where the trees are situated, where the sun is hitting the house in the afternoon. All these things are things that me and my company and our agents are trained to analyze, okay? Soil conditions. People are like, what the heck are you talking about? Soil conditions. Soil conditions are such a big factor in San Antonio. I don't know if anybody understands why.
How many times do you run into a deal where the buyer's trying to buy a house and they do the inspection and there's foundation issues?
Exactly, all the time. And so here's the deal. Soil conditions, because in San Antonio, we have a lot of expansive soil, okay? And so there's certain areas that have high consistencies of limestone rock and certain areas that don't, okay? You want to buy your house on a rock, not a sponge, okay? Certain areas are prone to foundation problems. Like I'll give you an example, the 35 corridor, one of the most explosive corridors in all of the United States. Austin's getting closer to San Antonio every day. With that whole area, Seguin, Schwartz, Cibolo, Universal City, Live Oak, Windcrest, that 35 corridor, although real estate does very well there, is sitting on a sponge, okay? The soil is expansive. There's 2 types of homes there. There's one with foundation problems or one that's had foundation repairs, okay? Now, that's #4. #5 is rentability, okay? Rentability, people say, well, Levi, I don't want to rent out my home. What was this thing I started talking about? I said it's all about preparation for resale. Not so much in a good market, but a bad market, right? If you can't sell your home, or it's not ideal to sell your home in a bad market, well, let's not give it away to an investor so he or she can sit on it and make money. we will go ahead and analyze today in a good market when you're buying your home, what it may look not only today in a good market to rent it out, but future and prospect on it in a bad market. I just had a client today. I can't make this stuff up. I won't mention his name. He may be watching. A past client that bought a house a few months ago, 6-7 months ago, and he called me today and said, thanks, Levi, for the advice and everything. I'm ready to buy my first investment property. And he met with Matt, got pre-approved, ready to go. I mean, it's just good stuff. And so we want to coach you to grow your wealth, to grow your life through real estate. Real estate has changed my life. I got off subject there, but I'll go over Levi's top 5. I won't explain it in detail. Schools, traffic patterns, energy efficiency, soil conditions, and rentability. I've got a 2-hour-long class that I can give you. I can shrink it down to 30 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour, whatever your time is. But I will personally meet with you and help you plan out and map out a strategy to make a great real estate purchase. Real estate has changed my life. Smart. I said this in a speech a couple years ago. 30 seconds of honesty from a real estate agent changed my life. And so I want to do that for you guys. What are some other questions?
Sarah just asked, speaking of the investment properties, she has her first house now is a VA loan. Can she use her VA loan again to buy her second investment property?
So
absolutely,
that's a good question. Well, you cannot use a VA or VA entitlement to purchase an investment property.
Well,
VA is utilized for occupancy only. Now, there is what's called the second tier entitlement or bonus entitlement. We do this all the time where veterans or service members have bought a house, right, using their VA entitlement, and they don't realize that you can, in fact, buy another house using a secondary VA entitlement. There's a calculation that goes into it. As we talk, and what we'll do is we'll break it down. There's a calculation. If you have your certificate of eligibility, it'll show us how much entitlement you have remaining. And once we have that in hand, there's a very simple calculation, and we can tell you down to the penny what you can qualify for.
One of the neat things is that, and I misunderstood the question there, but a lot of people come to me, and when they own their home, they bought it with the VA loan, and they think that they can't go buy another home, like a single-family occupancy home. One of the things we coach all of our buyers to do is buy a rentable home, okay? That way you buy that home. Exactly. Don't sell it. I mean, why sell it? Just go ahead and rent it out when you leave, you know? Or when you get a couple years, or maybe you have another baby or something, or their family grows, or maybe one of the things that happens with a lot of our families is their kids start driving and stuff, you know what I mean? And so they need like a bigger garage or whatever. So you could take that first home, turn that into a rental property, right? And then go ahead and go buy the second home on your VA loan. Right. I'm going to grab some water. I don't know if you need some water, Matt. Excuse me, guys. Thank you. Good deal. Hey, while we're drinking some water here, share this post. Like, share. Lots of good information here. I want you guys to share it. Somebody may, if you're just joining us, somebody in your friends list or one of your groups that you belong to may be watching this. What I want you to do also is I'd like you guys to share this to all the garage sale groups. So there's a lot of people in there. I want you guys to share that to there. I don't know if you can do that. Either way, if somebody's out there watching, share this to all the people that you can. We want to go ahead and answer any questions, okay? Again, you got Matt Schwartz, one of the top loan officers in the entire planet, and you got Levi Rodgers, myself here, one of the top real estate agents in the entire planet as well, answering questions for you live on Facebook. What do we got, Ryan?
Hey, Malik wanted to know, what are your thoughts on the future of the housing market here in San Antonio?
Oh, snap. All right. What's up, Malik? Hey, great question. I think that the San Antonio housing market is just going to continue to thrive. If you look at what builders are doing, you look at the amount of inventory we have. Just like I said, is that right now we've had 541 homes come on the market today. 228 sold today, and 219 went under contract today. That leaves about 47, I think, 447 homes that were either sold or put under contract. That's just today. And so I think the prospects moving forward are huge. And one of the reasons why, if you look behind me, it says Remax Military City. San Antonio is Military City, USA, okay? So, I think due to the large governmental support, we have the oil south of us. We have a lot of business coming here. I know that the mayor and all of them are really focused on bringing some big businesses here to San Antonio, and we've got the Spurs. But a lot of business, a lot of attraction to San Antonio. The housing cost is low here compared to Dallas and Houston and Austin. So just a lot of attraction. In the big slump, when the market busted, San Antonio Antonio still did very, very well. In 2009, when I first got in the market here, there was a lot of people getting out of the market, and I sold a ton of houses. And so I really think its prospects are great in the future. I don't know, Matt, if you have anything to add on that or not.
Yeah, I lend throughout the state of Texas. It's not just in San Antonio or Dallas or Houston. And comparatively speaking, this market, we are doing more business, and not just because of our relationship with Levi and the team. We're doing more business here in San Antonio than anywhere else in the state. And a lot of it is people that are transferring in, whether they're military personnel that are PCSing to San Antonio, whether it's people that are just moving or relocating to San Antonio. Comparatively speaking, when I talk to clients, there's a higher percentage of people that are relocating to San Antonio versus looking just to buy a house where they're at.
San Antonio is a great place to be. I mean, I've been here since 2009 when I was wounded in Afghanistan. The Army brought me here, and it's treated me very well. The culture, the people, the businesses, just the job market, the cost of living. And the Spurs. I don't know if I mentioned the Spurs.
Affordability is what it boils down to, guys.
Well, the Spurs.
Yeah, the Spurs play.
The Spurs.
Right.
Yeah,
hey, I'm going to throw you a question.
Yeah, okay. All right. What is it?
In a second.
This is where he puts me on the spot. Yeah, right. And so, okay.
We're going to go off script.
On the live video.
Right.
That we didn't prepare for.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
After working 14 hours today.
Hey, like, share, comment. Come on, share this post, guys. You never know who's on your Facebook page that may need this or have a question. What were you going to ask me?
You talked about a huge influx of people and the home builders. There's a lot of new build activity, right? Mm-hmm. I want you to speak, if you will, to the importance of working with a real estate agent, whether it's a resale deal, right, or a new build.
Okay, so this is one of the biggest things that we get asked all the time is, hey, Levi, I'm buying a new home. Why do I need representation? Well, I think you need representation.
From a lender's side, not seeing it, you need more representation on a new build than you do with a resale.
Absolutely. And so one of the things, too, is that the on-site salespeople, I have a lot of them that are great. However, they're not licensed, okay? So they have no fiduciary obligation to you, the buyer, okay? Doesn't make them bad people. It's just how the state of Texas allows that to happen. And so when you go look at a new home, whether you're looking at D.R. Horton, KB, or David Weekley or whatever. We do business with all these builders. They're all great. Don't get me wrong. However, the thing is that when you sign a representation agreement with me and my company, what we have is we have a fiduciary obligation to you to make sure that you're doing things right, like getting a home inspection. I had a military member that's deployed overseas, actually several, but just recently, who didn't want a home inspection, and so we got a home inspection anyway. Honestly, what I did was, I just went ahead and paid for him because he didn't want it, and we got the home inspection, and we found out there was a major structural problem with the home on a new home build. And so what happens, guys, is a lot of these homes that will get built, they'll get I've seen new homes get built where they're missing where the air. I had another one just a little bit ago in a very high-end neighborhood that the air conditioning didn't function at all, and so they had to go in there and refix the air conditioning. It's a lot better to solve problems on a new build before the contract than after the contract. Yes, they have a warranty, however, they're limited, and they're very limited in nature. You need to solve those problems before the close. Okay, and it seems like a logical thing, but unfortunately, a lot of people realize that after the fact, after they
there is a misperception, guys. When you go to negotiate with a new home builder, whether you have representation or you don't, they are not going to give you the hometown discount because you don't have a real estate agent working with you. And there's a lot of moving pieces that get negotiated out on these new home builds.
Well, you'll save money also. I went into another one. It was a family that came, another overseas family. They were going to buy the home new, the same home. They went in there and they were ready to sign, but then somebody in their family had said, you need to talk with Levi first. So they contacted me. We ended up getting about $22,000 less than what they were about to sign in. Same home, same month, same everything. $22K less just because we went in there. We're able to do a comparative market analysis, show them all the sales, talk about appraisals, talk about what the home had, what it didn't have, compare and show the builder, hey, look, you're trying to sell this home for XYZ price, and then but it's not worth that, and and it comes down to representation, and I'm going to show you guys something here. On my card right here, and it says right here in the back, it says one thing, and it says representation will never be compromised. representation will never be compromised. That is super important to me and everybody at my company. I will fight to the freaking death for you. And I don't care how hard it is, how low of a home or how high of a home, we will work it, okay? What are some other questions we got? Hey, share, like and share, okay? Share this post, this video. I think we can do this all night. I don't know if the electricity comes on. I mean, let's do this. Let's do this. I mean, man, we could have like a tequila contest or something. We could drink some beer. What do we got?
Melissa is thinking for the first time of getting her home on the market. What does she have to do to get her home ready?
Marissa, you have to call Levi, 210-331-7000. 210-331-7000. I've got a stager that works for our company that will come out there and consult with you. You can call us right now. Marissa, I want you to call us right now, 210-331-7000. We will set an appointment for me personally to come out there, and I will coach and teach you and tell you everything you need to do to get that home ready to go, okay? Marissa, I'm going to keep saying her name till you call us, okay? I want you to tag and message Marissa. It says call us right now at 331-7000. Marissa, we're going to come out there. We're going to meet with you. We're going to tell you how much we think your home is going to sell for. We're going to tell you how fast we think it's going to sell for. We're going to give you a list of things that you can get fixed. Marissa, if you're watching this, call us 210-331-7000. All right, I'm waiting to hear the phone ring, Marissa. But we're going to give you a list of things that we think need to be fixed on it, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to show you some of our successes and how we do the marketing, as well as some of this Facebook stuff that we do. Like I said, we have 200 people show up at an open house.
Elaborate on that, Levi.
What's that? Okay, go ahead.
Some of this Facebook stuff he does entails having 20,000 followers.
Yeah.
So that Facebook stuff he does is exposing your listing just on Facebook alone to 20,000 followers.
We sell 5 to 7 homes a month just from Facebook.
Of course.
Just from Facebook.
Exactly.
There's not a real estate agent in probably the United States of America, definitely San Antonio, that's doing that kind of volume on Facebook. No. But Marissa, I will personally come out there. I will help you. I will ask you what your concerns are, and we will go ahead, whether you use me or not. Marissa, no obligation. You don't even have to use me, okay? But we'll come out there, and we'll go ahead and let you know what we think you can do to go ahead and enhance your home so that you make more money, you get better terms on your sale, and you can just do
and not only that,
make a lot more money.
Give you a realistic idea of what your home is worth today in today's market, based upon
Absolutely.
real market data,
and how fast it will sell, you know, and what are some of the concerns, you know. Not everything is a good situation either, you know, and but we're also going to go ahead and take all the numbers and let you know the bottom line, the middle, and then the top, like worst case scenario, best case scenario type stuff. And so,
and what was the cost for that, Levi?
It's nothing. Nothing. Yeah, no, yeah. And so it's fair to say that I've sold quite a bit of homes. And so, Marissa, I would come out there and go ahead and analyze this for nothing and no obligation whatsoever. And so, Marissa, I don't know if you're still watching, but I need you to call. We're right here. We're ready. We'll take your call. We have people standing by to answer the phone. 210-331-7000. 210-331-7000. 331-7000, right? Yeah, I got it right. And so, what other questions we got out there? Ryan's surfing the internet.
I hear the phone ringing.
The phone's ringing. The phone's ringing. So, what do we got? What's up, Ryan? Is there any more questions?
What's the calculation for the interest rate?
Interest rate, I'll take that one.
Okay, all right.
It's going to be dictated by the loan program, credit scores, right, and how much money you're putting down. For example, with FHA, VA, the credit scores don't drive the interest rate as much as they do, say, as a conventional loan, which is going to be heavily dictated by credit scores and how much money you put down.
A lot of people don't know this, but the Department of Veterans Affairs doesn't have a limit on the VA. So a lot of people on the interest rates, a lot of people think that the VA rate is made by this magical, mythical creature at the VA. It's not true. And so,
and one other misperception is that the VA does lending. The VA does not do lending.
Right.
And these lending companies that have veteran in their name and things like that, they are not affiliated with the VA.
And so the thing is that as a 100% disabled vet myself and somebody that has served in combat multiple times, I know what it feels like to be be a military. I know what it feels like to be a veteran, and I understand a lot of what the military service member and the military family has and still goes through. 85% of my company either has served in uniform or has been married to somebody in uniform. And so here at RE/MAX Military City and the Levi Rodgers Real Estate Group, we truly do know what it means to serve. And so, not to steal anybody's tagline, but I don't know if we have any.
Levi,
go ahead.
One thing, a good point to throw out. You mentioned your 100% rating with the VA.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
It's very important.
It's tax time.
Yeah, it's no tax time is what it is.
No tax time. I like that.
If you carry that 100% disability rating with the VA, you are exempt from the property taxes in the state of Texas, and we qualify you without property taxes. You don't have to file the exemption afterwards. If you have the 100% rating and designation with the VA, we qualify you with no property taxes.
One of the reasons why if you know a disabled vet, if you know anybody who's a disabled vet, I want you to share this post right now. Okay, share this post, okay? If you know a veteran or a disabled veteran, share this post because, Matt, I'm about to go get a damn whiteboard and start talking about VA stuff. I mean, I think we just do this. You could drive home in the morning, and so we're going to start talking about it. And so we're going to start talking about VA stuff. And so if you are a 100% disabled vet residing in Texas in your primary residence, you have zero property tax. Okay. To explain you the level of how important that benefit is, it is life-changing, okay? I met a disabled vet last week that had no idea that his $800 a month that he was paying in taxes was totally exempt. The guy hugged me. I think he even kissed me, but he was so excited because he was about to go get a job. And now this disabled vet does not need to go get a job because he got that 800 extra bucks in his pocket. I mean, it's a huge benefit. It's a month. Right. It's a huge benefit, okay? There's a tremendous amount of more benefits. I mean, taxes, there's ag exemptions, for taxes for people that have big properties and things. There's so many things out there, guys.
And there's also the tax benefits. I'm not an accountant, not an attorney, but there's tax benefits to home ownership. Interest deduction, mortgage interest deduction, property taxes deductible. You step into a really nice tax deduction at the end of every tax year for simply owning a home.
Well, I think that the thing is you grow your wealth. You grow your wealth through real estate.
Of course, you're paying equity into your own house instead of paying somebody else's mortgage.
I think that when I bought my first house when I was 21 years old, there was a real estate agent named Gary Langdon. He's the guy that sold me the home, and I was about to buy a double wide trailer, and Gary he talked me out of buying that trailer, and he took me to another home that just wasn't as nice, right? It had blue carpet and stuff. It was kind of ugly. But Gary, he took me at home and he said, son, if you do this, and this, someday later, this home's going to be worth a lot more money and it's going to change your life. And 15 years later, I get blown up. I eat a bomb. I get blown up in Afghanistan, and I wake up in San Antonio, Texas, then have a diamond in my name, transition to the civilian world, didn't know what to do, finally sold the home. And that home sale, we netted a lot of money, and that's why I became a real estate agent. So I could provide that same 30 seconds of honesty to all of you out there. And this thing is never about the deal. It's about the people behind the deal, the family behind the deal. We will never put a deal in front of the people. I can assure you, I promise you, there's people out there watching right now that have worked with us that can attest to that. And so I don't know if we have any questions. What's the thumbs up mean? Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, we got like a crew back here. And so what do we got? We got any questions? No? All right. Hey, guys. Hey, check it out. I want you guys, if you're watching this, like, share, okay? We're going to leave this video up. All right, we're going to start doing something. Like, we can maybe do this, like, make it like a thing. We can have our own little video or something, and people watch us and follow us, and we'll call it, like, I don't know, real estate with...
it's just what it boils down to.
Tom and Harry or something.
Is information, right? It's experience.
Yep.
And the willingness and ability to share a lot of experience.
Yep.
It's transaction after transaction. We don't look at it like that.
We haven't even talked about all the experience behind our walls. I mean, you and I alone have a boatload of experience, but the amount of people that we have behind us is
what you
amazing.
don't see is the support staff that goes into it.
Yep.
The people that do a lot of the work behind the scenes that make it the process as seamless as it is.
I've got 22 people at my company every day, ready, willing, and able to help families get into homes and navigate that process.
Same here. It's about 20.
Yeah.
On-site processing, underwriting, closing, funders, anything and everything that goes into the facilitation of your loan is done in office. And guys, just I would encourage you, if you're considering buying a house, reach out.
No.
If nothing else, to ask some questions. It doesn't have to be you're looking to buy tomorrow. If you're looking to buy 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, put yourself in a position with the right information to succeed.
Absolutely. So, hey guys, check it out. There's never a time that's too soon enough to start the process, okay? Real estate has changed my life, okay? I tell you, I'm in a very good situation now, and it all started with that first house. And had I not bought that first house, I have no idea where my life would be. If you or anyone you know would like to have a one-on-one consultation with myself, one of my wonderful agents at this company, or Matt Schwartz, about either how to purchase or how to sell a home in San Antonio or anywhere in the United States, we can help you with that. If you want to learn more about loans and loan products and learn about the FHA or the VA, Matt absolutely can help you with that. You can give us a call at 210-331-7000. We're going to put my info and Matt's info below. You can go to our websites. You can go anywhere. You can give us a call. You can text us. I'll put all your info. And then the other thing too, if you have ever thought of having a career in real estate, one of the things that I like to do with my company is bring people that are not in real estate into the real estate industry. And so just reach out. Let us know if you're looking for a job or something like that, and you have an inkling and a desire to hustle and just go kick butt. Maybe you'd be a good fit for my company as well. And we're right here in San Antonio. I'm always looking for good people to join our team. If you have a license or know anybody with a license that's currently looking for a job and likes to make good money and likes to hustle with a smile on their face, give us a call, 210-331-7000. And there's a good thing going on here in San Antonio, and we're damn proud to be part of it. We love this city. We love the culture here. And most importantly, we love helping the people that make San Antonio as great as it is. And so if you or anyone you know knows anybody that can use our services or just learn something from us, please just let us know. All it takes is a click. You can message us 24/7 on Facebook. I have a staff that watches our Facebook page 24/7. 24/7. You're not going to find a real estate company probably on the planet that does this 24/7 a day. Like we're also here 8 to 8 physically in the office 7 days a week. We're like Walmart. The only day we're out is Christmas. I mean, and so, and honestly, Christmas, I think Mary said something in the background. She was working Christmas. So, the thing is, guys, we're here to help you, okay? We're here to help our people and make things happen. One last question check. Do we have any questions? No? Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. Hope you're out there having a great time. Be safe out there. I know it's Friday night. And
have a great weekend and give us a call.
Have a great weekend. All right, you guys take it easy. Bye. 1 second. It's going to take a little bit. Because this thing, 1 second. It may still be on, guys. Hold on.
Yeah, it is.
Because it is? Mm-hmm. 1 second. We're trying to turn this thing off. Hold on, guys. Here we go. Boom. No, boom. I don't know. It didn't... It cut off, but didn't turn off. I don't know how to turn it off. There we go. All right.